What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we're going to be doing some wiring. We're going to get the fluid back in the transmission. We're going to put the turbo on, and we're going to wrap the bumper. So for the shifter, I like to use these cork gasket sheets so I can cut out the shape of the gasket that I need. And to fill up the trans, we're going to use some of this Redline MT90. And now from here you can trim it up a bit more and make some of those fine adjustments. So now we've got this cut out. Now I'm just going to put these paper clips here so I can cut out the holes for it. And then it'll be good to go. Alright, so we got the mating surface cleaned here. And we have the gasket all cut out the way we want it. It's kind of crude, but it'll work. Alright, so now that it's all filled up, we're going to put the shifter back on. Alright, so tighten up those 6 bolts in there to Guten tight and you're good to go. Now it's time to install the new engine wiring harness. Shout out to my buddy Chris for helping me out and selling this to me for cheap. The most rewarding part of all of this was installing the turbo. It really brought the whole engine bay together and it looks so sweet. Alright guys, so issue number 1 that I'm seeing is my old harness has this white connector here. This is apparently for the single overhead cam motor. And the one in here has the brown connector. This is for the dual overhead cam. So I'm gonna have to repin this to the white connector so that way it'll fit on the dash connector in here. Now the second issue I'm seeing is we got this TPS sensor here. So it looks like this motor came out of an automatic car and the wiring harness came out of a manual car. And with the auto cars, they've got a second plug here for the TPS sensor. And the wiring harness for manual does not have that. So now I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to need to swap out the sensor for a manual version or if I can just leave this one unplugged. So unfortunately, I won't know the answer to that question until I start the car. So for now, I'm going to get the vacuum line set up for the wastegate, blow-off valve, and the boost gauge. For the next step, I'm going to get some of the fuel lines replaced as well as the fuel filter. I'm also going to try and clean up the hard lines on top of the intake and put a rubber coating on them. Now it's time to repin the dash connector on the engine harness so it'll fit the body harness connector. This is a pretty straightforward process, and there's another video on YouTube that goes in depth on this procedure, so I'll leave that link in the video description. Now it's finally time to vinyl wrap the bumper. I'm not good at vinyl wrapping by any means, so don't roast me in the comments. This is only my second time wrapping, but getting a quality vinyl wrap like this Avery wrap from Metro Restyling makes it a bit easier. Well, that wraps it up for this week, guys. If you liked that video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for future content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.